Yeah, yeah. Charlie, good evening. Is she going? Hello. Shadow, good to see you, sir. How are we? Yeah. Yes, my topic this evening is how to deal with toxic people. Open panel this evening. Panel, the panel to panel to panel. Oh, Riba. Yo, g'day, Adrian. How the hell are you, son? Oh, Riba. Yes. How to deal with toxic people. So, try to get this fucking link going. Oops. It's boring. Sorry. Oopsie. Yeah. Filipina, we is in the house. Thank you, Adrian. Yo, Adrian. Yo, already back. Boy. It's in the description. Link is there. So if you want to pop up and say hello, you can do so on the link is on the screen. Thank you. Hit the like and subscribe and share. Oh, episode happened. Turning up mess. Oh, deeper. So yes, I'm gonna be telling. Oh. Hello Scout. Hello to Filipina Bree. Filipina Bree. I'm good. Hi Deb, how are you? Thank you for calling. Oh, yeah. Good evening. Yes, oh, good evening. Deb. Happy Sunday. Yes, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Huh. Mm. Anyway, that's it. Hi, Sophia. How are you? As I said, the links to chat. Wait, wait. Hmm. Let's start again. Hi, sister. The pump shot. My name is good, little sister. Adam is in the house. I remember. Okay, well, check. Sorry. Links in the description. If you want to join me this evening, you're fun. There it is. You want to come up? Pop up. Say hello. You do so. Yeah, it's awesome. 5 million. Shouty, shouty. Let's give it more there. So, yes, my topic: how to deal with toxic people. Yeah, let's sit there. Wait, I go. So, who wants to join me as co-host this evening? Do so. Adam's. Oops. Hang on. That is. I don't know. It's, I don't know. This is really confusing. Like, oh, I know. Oh shit. Oh, this. I Frustrating. I don't know. This thing. I don't know.
There you go.
Finally.
Finally.
Hang on. There we go. Hi, gents. How are we?
Doing fine. How you doing, Ryan? And Shadow.
Good
How you
morning,
doing?
or good day, good evening, good afternoon, whatever your time is.
It's good afternoon in Thailand.
Afternoon.
Oh, okay.
Oh, God, this is the first. Oh, my God.
So there was a lady saying, "Ask me, can I speak Thai?" Yeah, I can speak
You can
Thai,
speak
but
Thai if you want.
I'm not very fluent in it. But Sawati Cup means basically hello. Yinditi Darucha Cup means it's very nice to meet you. And Sabai Dimai means how are you doing? If you're feeling well, doing all right. And then if they answer and they ask you, you say Sabai Sabai. It means that you're also doing well.
Yeah. So, about my topic tonight, or what?
Yeah, whenever you're ready to start.
Yeah, I'm ready to start. Let's go.
Did you
So
want
how
to?
did you? Yeah,
Did you want to ask questions, or did you just want us to comment?
You can comment. Feel free. Just go. Yeah, feel free. Just comment.
In general,
In general, yeah.
I'll say in general, trash. I'll put trash is garbage no matter where you live, and you always put it in the trash can where it belongs. Forest trolls, best thing to do is to toss them back up under the bridge. My camera's on the fritz.
Oh God, not again. How about you, Shadow?
Well, I try to avoid toxic people because they are not give you positive vibes, okay? So they are not much help for you. They will drain you on energy, they will drain you on basically everything.
Yeah.
And they have a tendency to make you pissed off.
Yeah. Yes, I know. I kind of did that last time with Icy. I think.
But I usually say don't allow a few minutes of negativity to ruin the rest of your day. If it's people that you meet out in public that or
Yeah.
negative or anything like that, you always
Yeah.
have the choice to walk away.
Yeah.
Like trolls and stuff online, all you can do is set trolls online, and even like family members, all you can do is set boundaries, and if they cross those boundaries, you have to have consequences for them.
That's true. Very true. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, my share of trolls.
Oh God. I have.
I just block them.
Yeah, that's true. I do as well. But oh God.
Well, I give people a slight chance, but if they don't want to listen, then when I do a live stream, I'll block them. And
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've just got. That's why I got night button on here, so he'll kick him out straight away.
So, are we talking about just trolls and negative people online, or people in public, family members, or all of it?
I suppose
Or is
all
it
of
in
it,
general?
especially on YouTube and toxic people who are content creators, and that sort of people, toxic people, So
Yeah.
I just don't.
Well, sometimes if you pay attention to the chat, you can actually look at their tag that they're using. Like Shadow has his own tag, Ryan Court has his, and you can look at it. And sometimes they usually have a little hint in their name that they're a troll. You can usually tell.
Yeah, they put just like letters or something, or just they've drawn to there. Really, ask a stupid question. They go, really? I mean, just see, like that one. See, Nightbot just did that. He warned him.
Yeah, but in general, you shouldn't allow them to disrespect you on your channel, or anybody that's on the panel, or your viewers. You should. I tell people all the time they should have zero tolerance for that. If it's something mild, you can give them a warning, but if they don't stop, then just get rid of them, boot them.
Yeah, Nightbot's kind of mean. He just kicks them out. He just warns them first, and then kicks them out, warns them. Just blocks their message. That's all.
Are you okay there, Ryan? I noticed on the other live you was coughing and stuff.
I know. It's just, I just have a tendency to cough.
Have you got that checked out by a doctor?
I've had my thyroid taken out and stuff. I don't know. It's just sort of something. I don't know.
Well, I'm just mainly asking because I'm concerned about your health.
No, my health's good. Your camera's glitching again there. You're glitching.
Like dealing with toxic people, I say toxic people don't want resolution. They want control. Don't argue, detach from them.
Yeah.
In other words, distance yourself. And I just noticed my mic went out again. I mean,
I noticed. There we go. Yeah, but as like you said last night with Icy, I sort of pushed the boundaries a bit. Do you think I pushed the boundary last night, or I don't know? Do you think I did?
No, but I don't think she was serious about it. I think she's just playing around at the same time too.
I know, but you know me. Okay. So,
but to But to be honest, I have a little trouble actually hearing her times myself, and I use a laptop.
I'm using my iPad and another phone at the moment. So,
Mm.
yeah, and this mic.
Oh, so that's why I'm hearing
Yeah,
myself in the background.
sorry about that.
Also, I say you can't win a battle with someone who thrives on chaos. Walk away, and that's the real. Just don't give them your energy and time.
Yeah,
Because they thrive on it. They find comfort in the darkness, so they'll just keep it's their ego. They get dopamine from it, as they say, dopamine hits from it. They actually enjoy it.
that's true. Yeah, I just get a few. Oops. Yeah, I usually get more trolls on here than every trolls on mine. I see them all the time. I'm like, go on, sort of. I don't know what happens. I just sort of get this. Nightbot just kicks him out. No reason. Right.
Yeah, like I said, every content creator, every person that does, even if they're just not an official content creator yet, if you're doing a stream on live, anybody that's going against your standards, your values, and they cross those boundaries and they don't want to listen, you just kick them out of there. If they disrespecting people in the chat, you do the same thing. It's not a whole lot that you can do.
No, that's true. Yeah, you can't really. Just can't really. You try to ignore them, but they keep trying to push you until you react. So they push enough to make you react to what they're saying, and they go, nah.
Well, that's negative people and trolls online. They usually they spin a little bit truth into what they're saying, so it makes it kind of a little bit of believable to other people and stuff. So when they do that, I just correct it, and I try to stay calm. But like when I'm in other people's live channels and people doing that, sometimes I have to raise my voice so I can be heard. And if everybody's just talking over me, and I can't add any value, I just say, well, I'll just go ahead and leave. It's me being here if I can't talk.
Yeah, I've noticed that when I've been on Wishies as well. I saw that when I've been up there with Brett and all that, he talks over her, and he talks over everyone. He takes over the conversation, and I kind of really don't like people doing that when she's talking. I'm like, let the woman talk first. If you want to talk, then talk. I don't like people talking over her. So if I'm up on her panel, I have to go. I said, let her talk first. So he get her question out, and then if she doesn't, I just have to go. But as I say, then Brett just takes over the conversation. He takes over the stream. You know what I mean? I don't like people doing that. That's all. That really that really annoys me.
Yeah, but I understand that part, and sometimes it sounds like I'm trying to overtalk her, and I'm really not. Sometimes she's just lagging, and you don't even know that she's talking, and you sit there talking, sharing, making a comment, and then all of a sudden she comes on there. She's been frozen for like almost a minute, and then all of a sudden she's like going blah 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 blah. I'm like, whoa.
So that she's come back eventually.
And I told Miss Swishy, if I'm on a panel and she has something to say, just tell me to be quiet and I'll listen and I'll shut up.
Yeah, that's it. You respect the host or whoever's doing a live stream. If you don't, don't go there, you know? Sort of like, it's done.
I noticed Shadows being quiet. Did you have anything that you'd like to say?
That's other.
Well, I'm just
you can-
polite. I don't interrupt.
No, you're
Another
right, mate. You can interrupt anytime you want, mate.
Yeah, I want to make sure that you say what you have to say. Is what I'm getting at.
I understand. First of all, those who are toxic people or trolls, I think they have low self-esteem, I would say, because they
Yes.
got a kick from trolling other people and make other people feel bad.
Mm.
Yeah,
Fine.
toxic people have a tendency of enjoying spreading misery to other people.
Yeah,
You know,
Oh.
and I usually tell people you have to take control of your happiness in life because if you don't, somebody else will.
Mhm. That's it. Yep.
I thought we was gonna have Miss Wishy and Icy on the panel.
Oh,
Are they
no.
coming later?
You never know.
Or
You never know with Wishy. She might pop in. You never know when it comes to Wishy. You never know. Oh, gosh.
but
I see can be busy, you know. You don't know. You know, I see. She does
yeah,
her thing. Okay.
but some toxic people use it as a form of manipulation or control, trying to control you and get something out of you. You know, it's always about them. It's like one guy on this channel is going, if you had $3,000 less for a month, you're poor in the Philippines or Thailand. I wouldn't even go and all that. And I was explaining to him there's people living on less, and the first thing he said was, "I don't care about that." So that told when he said that at the beginning, that already told me what type of person he was.
Yes.
He just looking for dopamine hits, and he enjoys people talking bad about him. Some people enjoy it.
Yeah. If I enjoyed getting talked about, well, it's their own problem, I think. If they want to be talked about, they'll get talked about. Not some other YouTuber. You know, I've seen them. I mean, since I've been doing this for what, 8 years, I mean, I've been on a lot of panels, you know, as I have done, but I've seen, yeah, I mean, like with, I say, ET, he used to have someone who constantly come in and you were talking about it constantly, and they used to pop in every time. So I won't tell you who it is, but oh, God, he used to drive ET nuts. Every time he's like come in, he used to go say the same thing over and over again. I'm like, God, seriously? Love it.
Well, I won't mention any names, but I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I know. Yes, you know. Yes,
I'm still here. I can hear everybody.
you're just lagging. Oops.
I'm lagging.
You're loading.
Loading. Black screen loading.
Loading. Oh,
When come back in troll mode. Oh no, I don't. I'm the type of person believing in uplifting other people. I don't. And if I can't help them, I'm not gonna kick them while they're down.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's true.
I agree with that.
Yes, I definitely do. 100%. You know.
I'm I'm still here. I'll just sit, being quiet, see if anybody has to say.
Anything to say in the chat? There's no much happening. Only, what, 3 people in the chat so far? Which is, yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter how many people's in chat, as long as they find value in the content that you provide.
Yeah.
Some people go, you only got 3 people watching your channel right now. Why are you continuing? That's because that's 3 reasons for me to continue.
Yeah. Yeah. It's probably the first time I've done this like this. I mean, you know, having people up on the panel, the first time for me, something new.
Yeah, I reckon if I do a live, I gotta figure out how to do that myself. Make sure that I get everything done correctly.
And Gads is in the house.
Yes. She's in the house.
Yep.
Icy's in the house.
Oh.
Is she? Because I don't see no sausage comments.
I know.
Hey, Lily,
They'll come.
good to see you.
They'll be there soon. Oi.
And good afternoon.
Elizabeth is in
It's
the
afternoon
house.
now.
Yes, I'm waiting for that actually. Oh, goodness.
It's actually 5:06 p.m. here in Thailand, Sunday.
It's 12:06 here.
8:06, 7 now. 8:07.
PM or AM. I assume Australia is PM. How about Sweden? Is it 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. where you live, Shada?
It's 12:07 now, p.m. It's
Okay.
basically lunchtime.
Lunchtime.
Yeah.
So you on your lunch break? Or you off
No,
today?
I woke up a little bit later, so I almost woke up at 10 a.m. So I just had my breakfast. So I will manage for a while before I need my lunch. So it will be a late lunch.
Lily Beth says hello to everybody on the panel. Hello.
Yeah, hello. Oh, she's a great person down there. When she does her lives, she's so informative, isn't she? I'm impressed by she does.
Well, I can say, since I started traveling in 1993, I found more friendlier people overseas than I actually have in my own home country. You know, they're still there. It's just me, I just seem like it's more or less they always have like their own priorities and agendas and stuff like that.
Mm. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I've been overseas. Oh God, a lot. So I've been over Europe. Oh gosh, been. Oh, Mary's in the house. Yeah, I've been over. I've travelled. I've seen the world. You know, I've been to. Oh God, when was the first? Fiji. Been there 4 times. I've been around the world.
Yeah.
I've been around.
Lila says, guys, how do you deal with those toxic people?
Well, it's easy. it's either I get angry with them or they get kicked out.
Uh,
Oh,
I try not to let people make me angry or get upset because I find
Yeah.
like anger, hate, and stuff like that. It's like drinking poison, and expecting the other person to die. You know, they do what they gonna do, and they just doing to play on your emotions. And I just, if I don't let it get to the point of making me angry. I will end it before it gets that far.
True.
But whether it's on live or real life, whether it's family, co-workers, your boss, family, friends, you have to set boundaries, and if they cross those boundaries, you got to have consequences for them.
Oh, yeah.
I agree.
You have to decide what those consequences will be.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
With like loved ones, family members, stuff like that, even though they still love them, you might have to distance yourself from them. You know, just keep tabs and keep an eye on them, but don't let them don't let them control your happiness. Don't make you miserable because the way they want to, how they want to act and stuff.
Yeah. That's true. I think.
Which
Yeah,
means
that's-
basically don't let them run over you like a bulldozer.
That's not that bad now. Yeah, that's true.
Well, any bulldozing going to be done if it gets to that point. It's going to be me doing it.
Yep, that's true.
Well, like in real life, I'm okay. Usually, I can walk away, or if they like say somebody's at my house and they being really negative, creating problems, not for just me but for other people in the household.
Yeah.
I'll escort them out my house. However, whatever needs to be done. I'll try to do it the nice way. If the nice way don't work, then I'll do it the hard way.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I've dealt with I've had two bosses in my life when I was working back in my working life. I was working hospitality. Oh God, I got threatened probably twice in my working life. I mean, as in nearly someone hit me over the head with something like a plate. Someone said, "Hit him," but don't encourage. And so I just after a while I just said, "No, enough of this." Yeah, so I left. After I did for 12 years, and then for not even a year, I don't think. But horse trainers are the same. They're just sort of yeah, because the last horse trainer was up here, and he was a real arsehole to me. So yeah.
Usually for trolls or toxic people, I try to walk away if I can.
Yeah.
Or if it's on live, I'll deal with them. How you can on YouTube. It's either silencing them, blocking them, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But in general life, if they're creating problems and won't stop, and I can't get away from it. Toxic people, I'll toss them in the garbage where they belong, and trolls, I'll toss them back up under the bridge. And when I say that, that's the absolute last choice you have. You don't have any other choice.
Mm.
I don't believe in violence or anything like that, but I do. I do believe in protecting yourself without using excessive force. Some people get angry and then they go overboard.
I definitely agree with that. It
Yeah,
happens too many times.
Oh yeah, very much so. They push you to that brink of going, or they push you to make you. They entice you. They want to hit them, and then you go. They push you a little bit more. Well, you gotta do
Well,
that. Sorry, I
I'm
was,
good at. Oh, I'm sorry.
you know, 'cause I mean, I was picked on at school, so I got in plenty of fights at school, you know, and so yeah. I mean, people they pushed me, so I just went. No, I just had to hit him. Sorry, I just had to. I mean, I fought other people one twice the size of me, so you know.
No, the best thing, instead of sitting there taking all the time, the best thing to do is fight back. And once they realize that you're going to fight back, usually they'll go find an easier target than us.
Mm.
But like when I was in school and stuff like that, I didn't let other people bully other people. I got suspended from school on several occasions for defending other people because they were being bullied.
Yeah.
And I said, well, if you're going, even my dad said, if you're going to suspend my son for protecting somebody else that's being bullied, then he can take a few days off. It doesn't matter. But the law, it's changed now. Back home in America, you can actually go to jail for that now. It's crazy.
Wow, that is nuts. That's crazy. Yeah,
It's considered assault and battery.
yeah. Like people can't hit their parents can't hit their kids anymore because it's called same thing, violence. You just can't. Like they used to smack their kids. They can't smack them anymore. They're naughty. Sometimes you just want to go, you know. Some kids tear you around here.
It's nothing like a good spanking to get a kid to actually listen to
Smacking
you and do
ass.
better. Whatever's needed. You know, I mean, you don't want to kill them and you're not trying to abuse them, but you do have to
No.
discipline.
Yeah.
It's a better form of discipline than other things. Because when people go, you grounded, oh, I'm going to take your phone away from them, stuff like that. Like
Yes.
2 to 3 days later, they're going out doing things. Got the phone back.
Yeah.
They got the game system back.
I know.
Because they do that little pity party. Sorry, mommy, daddy, I won't do it no more. I'm sorry, I learned my lesson.
Oh, the pity party. Oh.
In other words, if they do something wrong, if you do the crime, do the time.
That's it.
And once they do it, they realize they have consequences for their actions.
That's so true.
I agree.
Yeah.
Grace says, good evening, Shadow. Well, good evening, sir.
Yeah. She calls me Sir Grace. It's a little bit saggy. I can't.
It's afternoon here, Grace.
Little Tay says, I was bullied by a man online, however, fight back for me and for me to him. Now he's helpless.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it
I agree
usually
with that one.
those who do bad things to others, they will get it back tenfold. It usually go that way.
Well, I'm the type to protect myself, and if I can't physically do it with my 2 hands, I'll pick up something. If I was back home in America and if I needed to, I'll actually shoot somebody if I had to. But that's a last resort action. Yeah. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't. You know, I don't condone or I don't like violence.
No, I don't.
I agree. I don't like it either.
Unless it's absolute the last resort, I think.
It's the last resort.
It's the last resort. You got to do it.
I do like contact sports like boxing, martial arts, and stuff like that. When I was younger, they didn't have MAA.
Yeah.
When I was doing it, but yeah, I get in the ring, get in the ring. I'll win most of them, but if I didn't win them, I gave as much as I got, if not more.
Yeah.
But that was in a ring. That's not like it out in like in public or out in the streets
Yeah.
doing stuff like that.
Yeah. Yes. People get king hits these days. Or call it coward punch, as they call it. But
Sucker
like-
punch.
yeah, that one. They want to go to the back of the head there. Why do
Well,
that?
I'm not sure if you can see it. A guy
Oh,
that was abusing one of my friends. It's
Ooh.
a scar right here.
Oi, that's nasty.
And he was hiding around the corner, and he had I think it was a long piece. It was a big stick or a piece of metal or something. Anyway, when I came around the corner, he hit me right there. It actually fractured my cheekbone. And when he saw me get angry and I didn't go down, he was sitting there begging
And he was in the house.
that I didn't hit him. I said, I'm gonna hit you. I said, I'm gonna hit you one time, and that's it. And that's all it took was one hit. And whooped
him. They tell them a lesson, huh?
Yeah, but like I said, I'm no Johnny Bad, eh? Even though I still talk like that now. Actually, I'm not in good enough health to actually fight. One will cause me to have one of my blood clots to move, cause a stroke, heart attack, blood clots in the lungs, kidneys, legs, and all that. It's not working. I always try to walk away. Let's get back to talking about toxic people.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
You're not us. Some of the things I wrote down, I said you're not cold for cutting off poison. You're finally breathing again. You can't let those type of people poison your life, your happiness.
Yeah. I think there's also can be some toxic YouTubers as well, content creators. I'm just putting it out there. And I like what I say. I don't care. You do you. As I said, you do you, boo boo.
Yeah.
I pushed back on that last night, didn't I?
And most trolls, when they create problems on like live streams and people's videos, stuff like that, their goal is to get a reaction. They don't have any real reason for what they're doing.
No.
Just don't give them the satisfaction,
Yeah.
Follow them and block them off the channel.
Yeah, I've done that once to one person, so that sort of told me how to do my live streams and stuff. So I said, "No, stuff you. I'm blocking it. Blocked you. Got rid of them. Banned them. Simple as that, really." Yeah. So I don't. That's the way I deal with toxic people online. Like on YouTube. If I don't like their channel anymore, I don't go there anymore. I support a lot of channels.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I support a lot of channels, but I go there, I say hello and that sort of stuff, and then I leave. If there's too many same comment comes through over again, this thing. Really? So like with Grace is here, she gets some unusual comments in hers. Maybe I think just to get a rise out of people. To give the benefit of the doubt, you just sort of you have rules on your channel. They're gonna deal with it. Sorry, you're gonna freaking deal with it. That's it.
Well, like usually toxic content creators, they usually draw people that are toxic themselves. So like birds of a feather flock together, that type of deal.
I agree. I definitely agree with that. like there's big channels who like to have these big channels, you know, who go there online just to make money for themselves. I'm thinking, and why be on why be a YouTuber? Just go to work, do something. Come on YouTube just to make money. You just to make not to make money, it's to have fun or something, you know? You know what I mean?
Have you ever met toxic people that treat you like the villain when you stop being their victim?
Mm. That's it.
They make out like you're the villain in the story when they create a problem, and at the beginning you're just the victim. You just stood up for yourself.
Yeah. That's true. Very true. But you know, um,
You just basically online. You just need to stop giving them rewards. And you got some people that go, "Oh, this person is so tactful. I'll watch his channel all the time." I said, "Well, why you? Even if you watch his channel for a few seconds, and you give him a dislike, that's
Yeah.
still promoting his channel. The best thing you do is
yeah,
just don't even go there.
yeah,
That way, he don't get credit for you watching this video, and he doesn't get credit for any views or anything
You
like
can
that.
ask me a
Even if
question on it. You can ask me a question. Let it not ask me a question. What's the question, Lynette?
yeah, I'll just wait for her to answer the question.
Yeah, how about you what the question is first? So it's just
Yeah.
a question she can
You
ask me.
need to know what the question is before you can answer the question.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Yeah, true, but I want people to understand if there's something you don't truly know, there is no dumb question. You know,
No.
you know, don't be ashamed to ask your question, even if you feel like it might be dumb. If you don't know the answer to it, and anybody that talks to you or apply to you should respect that. And if they're not, then they might not be such a good person. Or you know, some people they're not always in a good mood. Um,
My first question.
I'm not at the. I'm not too close to that, so I can't see what the other comment says. Do you know how to? Do you know how to bring up the comments, Brian?
Yeah, I can put them on the screen if you want. Yeah.
I'm just actually reading from the comments from the live.
Yeah,
from
you
the
can do
live
that.
stream.
You can read it that way. It's better for me because
If that's easier for you.
yeah, do it that way. If you want, just read them off the chat if you want. I don't mind. That's fine with me. I don't mind at all. You do that.
Just waiting for love to ask a question.
Yeah.
You're more than free to ask your questions.
Yeah, but the question. What's the question? Waiting.
So the people that are in the chat, how many of you, how do y'all deal with toxic people and trolls in your lives?
Yep, good question. Okay, right. Yeah, had everyone like the Levet, Filipina Bree, Henry, if he does lives, I don't know. Deborah, how do you deal with all these trolls or toxic people on yours? How do they deal with online? How do you deal with them in your streams? Question. So let's see if they answer.
Well, if Lilith asks a question, I'll try to answer it honestly. And if I don't know the answer to it, I'll be honest and tell you I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine. You can answer honestly.
HTRN says, sometimes mess with troll, but I really don't have the time to deal with them.
Ah,
Yeah, most time I don't have the time or energy to waste in them. If they become a problem, I'll just boot them offline. In real life, I try to walk away if it's possible.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Do you get many trolls on your live stream, Shadow? Or people asking you stupid questions
Yeah,
on
yeah,
yours?
I usually have some trolls sometimes. That's why I changed my routines when I get people up on panel. Because before I had the StreamYard link pinned in the top of the chat, but that I noticed that trolls click that link without saying anything in the chat. So
Yeah.
I changed my routine. So now I put the one I know who usually are on my panels. I type their name and channel name, and then I paste the StreamYard link. And when they pop up, I delete that immediately.
You
So
kick them out.
yeah, and I usually changed to subscriber mode as well.
I can't do that.
So
one.
now I don't have seen that many trolls anymore,
Okay.
which is nice. But I had some issues with them. I had to shut down 2 or 3 live streams and redo them.
Well,
because
I
of
haven't. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, Shadow was talking. I interrupted. I apologize. I thought he was finished.
I'm finished.
Okay. I haven't done a live yet, so
Okay.
I'll just see how it goes. I have to learn how to block and do all that stuff when it comes to it. I watch videos on it, but watching something and actually doing it is 2 different things. And Lita posted a question, and it's directed to you, Ryan.
Yeah. How do I deal with those with people with disabilities and they keep feeling disrespect? Oh, very good question. Well, oh goodness. Oh gosh. That's I think it disrespected on people disability and I've got disability disability and stuff. But I think it's just the way of certain words that people use, like the R word. I won't say it on it, but I had to, if people use that sort of word, I have to say something, I don't stand for it. I can't stand for people using certain words that trigger me. And people, who you are. So,
If you don't mind me asking, what is your disability? I didn't know that you
I
was
have
disabled.
autism spectrum disorder.
Oh, okay.
I put in the chat for him.
Sometimes you see people in wheelchairs and different things like that, or people that have autism spectrum stuff like that.
Yeah.
You might notice it, but if you just sitting there just staring at them, that does make them feel uncomfortable. But the problem is not with Ryan; it's with the other people. That's their problem. And most of the time, you bring your eyes up and you make eye contact with them. You talk to them like you do anybody else in there. You treat them as a person. You don't treat them as the disability.
Yeah. Yeah. Sort of. Because when Isis said that word, I had to sort of say something to her to the chat, and she sort of thought she said again on her live stream, and I had to call her out on it again. She thought it was funny, and I went, "No, it's not funny. I think that's saying that word just comes to vocabulary. No, not for someone like me you get called a school all the time. So
The R word finally clicked to what you was referring to. Yeah.
yeah,
Well, at the same time, people from different cultures and other countries, they might not fully understand. It's like I've seen some black people go to other countries and stuff, and they use the N word. They use the N word, which blacks don't like. I won't
Yeah.
say the word.
yeah.
But anyway, they doing it, and they think they being nice and hospitable and stuff like that. And really, in the way that they're being disrespectful. They just don't understand. Some people just don't understand the word.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, if you're in your country or a country that should know it, then yeah, I would probably take a little more offense to it. But once you explained it, she stopped using that word, right?
Oh yeah, I had to.
Okay.
I really had to drive it home to it, So
yeah. To them, it's no big deal. They just think
I
it's
know.
like any other word. But sometimes words can cut pretty deep. Shadow was talking about when StreamYard went out. When it's free, they other different types of streams that you can use. You have to look them up online, but there are different ones.
Oh, yes, that can be apparently something to use it. That's why I don't use it that often. This is probably the first time I've actually used it like this. Sort of. Normally I used to do direct lines, which is a lot better, but StreamYard occasionally, but not all the time, I just don't like it.
I'm kind of reading the chat as we're talking. Do you have anything to say, Shadow? You kind of don't be if I over talk you or anything like that, just tell me to be quiet and not listen, and I will do so.
Wow.
I can't. Oh, now I can.
Oops.
A couple of years ago, I did a couple of live streams. I think it was 4. And that was anti-bullying live streams. And I had 2 of my friends on the panel for that. The first that I did, no trolls. The second one, the stream was full of trolls, basically. So my mods had a lot of things to do to get rid of them. And they just came in.
Yeah.
And
that myself.
if I had a live stream on a certain topic and it's a bunch of trolls in there, I said, now we're going to change the topic to how you deal with trolls in a live stream and start booting, kicking, and blocking and silencing and doing everything.
Yeah.
And then when the live calms down and you say, that's how you deal with trolls online.
Yeah.
I'll turn it into a sample.
Oh yeah. I did that. I did that once, and I'm on Hisense Super Vlogs from my little sister. But I was on there once, and they had to getting trolls and trolls and trolls. I had to go bang, delete them, every single one of them. I was like, oh god, this is totally nuts. I had to go, oh shit, no, stop, I'm trolling her. Oh god. Have you done one of those? We had to go in and go block, 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 block. That's the trolls. Oh, just
sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Because if you don't block them in that live, you'll have to block them in the next one.
Oh,
You might
yeah.
as well get it over with. Get it over and done with, whatever you have to do.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
I noticed that Troll seems to be drawn to certain topics.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're usually drawn to certain topics, and they're also drawn to certain people that get easily triggered over something.
Yeah.
And they doing that to push your buttons to get a reaction.
Mm.
They don't have no
Yeah.
reason for it other than to get a reaction.
Mm.
And that's all they doing it for.
Yeah. Elizabeth says the N word for black people has a deep history.
Oh yeah, in America, especially in America,
Oh,
they a lot of them will use it. They'll use it as saying like my brother and stuff like that, in that kind of form like that. But
yeah.
if you are like if I was to say it to them, I have a total different meaning to it.
Yeah.
But there are some I can say that word to because they know who I am.
Yeah.
I always judge people by the hearts. I don't by the hearts and the actions. I don't judge them by the color of the skin, their religion, or their views in life. As long as they're not trying to cause a lot of problems for me or cause harm to me or anybody else, I don't. I'm the type of person that believes in enjoy life and let other people do the same.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, because I mean, you look at some of these comedians, they drop that word every 5 minutes. They drop that N word like bang, 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 bang. Like, what? Really? Oh, they can get away with it. Comedians.
Usually, I had a few people try to troll me in other people's channel while on live, but then they realized that they can't. It's hard for them to get under my skin, and usually they want them giving up.
Yeah,
they go, "Oh, Adam's too nice to be trolling. You don't let it bother me."
Take the bird the bear, as I say.
Yeah, it's like I tell people a lot of times, and I'm sure a lot of men feel like this. You can either be the teddy bear or the grizzly bear. It's whoever that person wants you to be.
Yeah.
They keep poking the stick at you and keep bothering you, you will turn into a grizzly.
That's it. That is very true.
Ryan, I need to bounce out. I need to go to the drugstore.
No, man. Thanks for joining me.
All right. Take care, Shadow. Nice to see you again.
Pharmacy.
Have a nice
To
afternoon.
get some medicine for my cat.
Oh, cats. I'm not a cat person. Sorry, Shadow.
Yeah, so that's why I need to bounce out. Because they have open at least for 3 hours more, and I don't want to rush. So
okay, man. Thanks for joining me.
Jump out.
Well, I hope
it's a pleasure, Ryan.
I hope your cat feels better, whoever cat it is that gets the medicine.
Yeah, he has some infection in his bladder, so he needs an antibiotic. And we put gave him antibiotics for 2 days now, but we had to take him to the vet yesterday. So I need to pick up a new medicine for him. So that's why.
Well, I hope everything works out. Works out for the best.
Yeah. Thank you, Ryan.
All right, man. Thanks for joining me.
It's a pleasure. Take care.
You too, mate.
God bless.
God bless.
God bless. Actually, my wife is picking up some medicine for one of our neighbors' dogs.
Oh.
She can't afford the medicine for it, so we're buying it for her. I think it's about 400 baht, roughly 400 baht. So that's like $12 US. That's
not too bad for medicine.
Well, it's actually more expensive than what I get medicine. It's like I was saying on Wishy's channel that recently went to the doctor to the public hospital, which usually takes longer. I got my blood work done, my vitals done, saw the doctor, got 3 months of medication to go home with. That's 6 medications, 3 months, and it was $62 US
Oh,
for 3 months. Try to do that. To try to do that back in your home country.
I pay what? For mine, I pay $6.50, I think, for my medications. I
For a
take.
month?
Oh, Annabelle's in the house. Hi, Annabelle.
Well, if I wanted to, I had that Thai life insurance. I could turn it into that, but like usually my doctor bill for a month is about anywhere from $40 to $60, somewhere in that range. And I usually I just pay it for myself.
Yeah.
Instead of waiting 2 weeks or to a month to actually be reimbursed for it.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to in-state hospital, they pay 100% of the bill. But
I think my mum and dad used to be on at a certain amount. They didn't have to pay for the medicine before. No one had a I don't know, for a certain time they could have the free medicine. But now my mum has to pay for it now. Like me.
Annabelle says, hi, chat. Hi,
Yes,
Annabelle.
she's a lovely person, Annabelle. Please support her. She's looking after her son, Dominic, who's in a wheelchair. We'll explain her channel to you if you want. She's looking after her son, who's in a wheelchair, who needs operation on his feet, his knees. She works so bloody hard for that kid, that boy. I mean, she puts up with so much for that her son. She sacrifices a lot for looking after him.
Well, I commend her for looking after our son. Even with that, it's not hard on the son. It's actually hard on her in some ways too. Taking care of him and stuff like that. So I highly commend her for doing that.
Oh, yes, go check her out if you want her. Trust me, she's a lovely person.
Do you have Icy, Blizzard, and Miss Wishy where you type in mine? Do you have that on the channel?
I can't do mine, no. No, that's pretty much a channel there. I can't do mine. I tried that, but it doesn't work for me. I've tried it, but I'm not that technically tech savvy.
I think
to do it.
I think if it's like on your phone and stuff, it's fairly easier to do. But like if you do it on a laptop, you have to. There's a process you have to go through.
Yeah, I can't.
They tell you tell you how to do it.
Okay,
on StreamYard.
I have to go after I finish this. I'll go check it out. Did you do it through Nightbot or something? I think.
I'm not being in StreamYard here. I'm not sure if I can look it up. How you do it?
You can look it up if you want.
Let's see. I'll just go on the separate StreamYard.
Yeah.
It's not. I'm saying StreamYard. It's not StreamYard. It's Nightbot. You have to set up Nightbot.
Yeah,
and it's a command. It's a command that you put in Nightbot for him to do mine. That's what it is. So I apologize for that. I was thinking I had StreamYard on my mind.
Yeah, my next live I'll try and fix it up with Nightbot.
You just Google Nightbot and then you go from there. and it'll
Yeah.
guide you through it. It's not
Yeah.
too hard.
Okay, Elizabeth. Enjoy your dinner.
So when I stay long, this time for me is to cook for our dinner. So see ya. Yeah. I'll probably eat dinner roughly about an hour or so.
Okay. We go for about an hour or so far. Not bad. Now
So
15 minutes.
since I'm on StreamYard and not in YouTube, how many viewers do you have right now? Just curious.
Eight.
Hey,
Well, one says 8, one says 7. They're out of sync. Yeah. I guess it depends. It started last year, you get heaps, and then it drops down. Oh, it's ridiculous how it works out. Yeah.
Going back to the talk about trolls and toxic people, another thing that I wrote is I said a peaceful life will always offend the chaotic. Let them be offended.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You have to be. Well, bye, Elizabeth. See ya.
Take care.
Yeah, Tyler Frank for us. Yeah.
Yeah, and the other thing I tell people is every time that you protect your energy, you teach other people how to treat you in life. You know?
Yeah. That's true. Yeah. That's very true. Yes.
I reckon on live stream, all you can do is block, delete, heal, repeat. It's not that it's self defense.
Yeah, that's about it. That's about it. That's about it, man. Yeah, you know. But like, I mean, like, yeah. I mean, down to 5 viewers. Okay, fine. Keep on boys. Yeah. I, I said I meant to have a lot of a lot of panels over my time. I can't lost count how many panels I've done, but some hosts are good, some are a bit, a bit bad.
You know, with every problem that you face, good or bad, you're gonna go through emotions.
Oh yeah.
And what I try to tell people is feed the right emotions and let the other ones starve. You know, they still gonna be there when it first happen. You're gonna have that emotion. But instead of feeding it, let it starve and then eventually it will get better and go away.
Yeah.
But if you keep feeding it, it's just gonna grow and get bigger.
That's
a
it.
bigger problem.
That's it. That's it. People just don't learn. They get poking, and they was the bigger action, and then they wonder why they get blocked all the time. They keep like with ISIS, she gets benefit of the doubt. You can give benefit of the doubt to a point, I think, until people get it. They'll find a way to. There you go, man.
And generally, I try to be nice, but I don't let anybody mistreat me. I have boundaries, and if they cross them, there will be consequences for that.
Yeah. Boundaries. Yeah. Yes, everyone has boundaries. Yes, people like to push them.
Yeah, but for people to understand their boundaries, they have to really take the time and reflect on themselves.
That's it.
For to them, what is their truth, what they believe in, and how they want to live their life. And you don't let anybody trample on that. You don't let anybody mistreat you.
Yeah, that's
they
it.
can't. even if they have a different opinion, if they can show respect and stuff like that, then you just wasting your time working. Don't put the time and energy into it.
Yeah. That's it.
Now, if you meet somebody later, they're trying to change and trying to do better and stuff like that, then you know, maybe give them another chance. It just depends what they've done. But you can only really help those that help themselves, or sometimes people that are in circumstances beyond their control, and that's all you can do. You know, you have to start with fixing yourself first before you can start healing the world, or you know, find happiness. You know, you have to have your own happiness in life before you can spread it to others.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. But
But is everybody in your chat, they usually greet each other and usually
yeah, they always
Okay.
always do, you know.
but when far as asking questions and stuff like that, they remain pretty quiet.
I
For
don't
the
many
most
quiet,
part.
yeah. Just the emojis, as you can see. All the emojis.
Yeah, I mean, if y'all have a question or something you want to share about how to deal with
Yeah, so make your
toxic
channel
people
if
and
you want.
trolls, then please, please
Please.
share. You know,
Please share. Or promote your channel if you want. I don't care. You can promote what you got premiere or live stream coming up, promote it in the chat. Go right ahead. I don't mind. Yeah.
and if you want to, I'm sure Ryan will welcome you on the panel. Just be respectful.
you wanna come up?
it.
I know. You want to pop up? You can pop up and promote your channel. Or
Just try to
just-
be respectful to everyone.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ryan.
Yeah, man. No, that's true. If you want to come up to the panel, let us know. I'll drop the link again. You can come up.
And people look at me and they go, "Whoa, he looks so nice." Yeah, bald,
Bold.
getting old, got my wrinkles. I won't pull out my partial dentist I'm wearing,
Oi.
but you can actually see it's under silver.
I don't want to say that. Oi. Oh, Tiba. I don't say
So
that.
I'm nobody special. It says
Thanks,
Annabelle.
Annabelle. You want to come up, Annabelle? You can. I told you, come up anytime you want. Oh, she probably got stuff to do. Okay. Thanks, Annabelle. Thanks for joining us.
Take care, Annabelle.
Yeah,
Enjoy the
that's
rest of your day.
Yep. I think she's at the Philippines at the moment. Yeah, so
Yeah, it's crazy. You got like on some of the other lives I've been on, they're talking about the live streamers that go to the content creators go to the Philippines, Thailand, and other countries, and they just they promote a fantasy world. Can it be that on like that on some days? Yes, but every single day, no.
oh no, it's like it's a constant barrage of promoting where they are or trying to promote themselves. It's like, oh God, just no, stop, please. Only keep promoting the Philippines. So it's like
It's like those content creators you see overseas got two girls hanging on his arm. Well, he's paying them to hang on his arms. If he's on a nice rooftop, it's probably free. If he's in a nice apartment, condo, or hotel or whatever, it's usually for one night. They don't do that every single day. It's only when they promoting the video.
Yeah, you don't go promoting a hotel or something else, you know. You promote your channel, don't promote a bloody hotel where people ask to want to stay. You know? I mean, I don't want to. Yeah, sorry.
If you go over there and travel, you can live a fancy lifestyle for a little bit over there, but it's going to cost you. And I think that's the main thing people don't realize. Holidaying and vacation overseas is completely different from living overseas, you know.
Yeah.
When you live
That's-
there, you got to face reality and deal with day to day
Yeah.
life like you do back home.
Yeah, you gotta face reality of it. You gotta follow their laws, and if you don't follow the laws, they kick your ass out.
Yeah.
Pretty simple, isn't it?
It's your responsibility to adjust to their culture and their laws. And
That's
a lot of
it.
people that go over there and they think they entitled and think that their passport gives them entitlement over another country, and it doesn't work
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah, doesn't work that way. Sorry, it doesn't
You,
work that way.
you might
like
push them up. Sorry.
If people like here, we have strict laws, not as strict as Singapore. Singapore has more stricter laws than any other country in the world. You do something over there, they're gonna whoop your ass. If not, they're gonna kill you. They're gonna shoot you. Bali is the same thing. Take drugs in that place, you ain't coming out there. Not standing up. You come back in the box. You know, those are the places you have to respect their laws. If you don't, you either get shot or they kick. Put in jail for the rest of your damn life. So
Well, like if you're not even going to live overseas, if you're just going on a vacation, you need to do your research.
yeah,
You need, when you go to a different country, you need to leave your bad habits back home. And I usually tell people if you go over there to fly under the radar and stay out of trouble, you enjoy yourself a lot more. If you go over there doing stupid things, then you're going to get yourself in trouble.
yeah,
And I usually say, like all the horror stories that you usually hear about overseas, it comes from men making poor choices, doing stupid stuff. Stuff that they wouldn't normally do back in their home country.
Yeah. Is there strict laws in Thailand? They have strict laws in Thailand? Then you did something wrong over there? Did you get in bad trouble, or not so much?
I've never been in trouble in any country I've ever been.
Lucky. There you
Well, a good example is like Vitality in Philippines, the stuff that he done. Do I think kind of the sentence he got is kind of harsh? I agree that's kind of harsh, but it's a different country. Their laws, their rules. Does Thailand has some harsh laws? Yeah, they're very strict on selling drugs and stuff like that. One of my Thai nephews got caught selling drugs. They're just gonna give him up to 25 years in imprisonment. And I've talked with the judge and different things like that, and I worked where he could go into the military for 2 years. If he served that, he can, serve. And now he's out, and he seems to be doing a lot. But he's out of the military now. He seems to be doing a lot better. So I think it did him some good.
Yeah, that's true.
Griselda says, hello, host and co-host. Hello, how you doing? Hey, Charlie. Ian says, I'm back. The last one was saying goodbye.
Yeah. As I said, I've traveled, I've been to Europe. I've been a lot of countries around the world. I've seen most of the countries around the world. Only place drugs are legal is in Amsterdam. Oh God, you can smell that marijuana in the air. Oh.
Well, like in Thailand, they'll legalize it, and then they say that it's illegal, that you only can use it for medical purposes. And then it switches back and forth. So I recommend make sure that you know the laws before you go over there. And even if the law says that you can smoke marijuana, if you intend to do that, you should do it out of the public eye. You should do it. You should do it in your own privacy of where you're staying at.
It stinks.
Just in case.
Ah. Okay, Henry. All good. Oh, that's great.
I always seem to miss your live streams, but sometimes I catch you live. Yeah,
That's good, Henry.
the only reason I caught this live is because you promoted it so much, so I wanted to make sure that I attend since
Yeah,
I haven't
promoted
been
on
to one
Wishes
before.
Ashes last night because admin got the link last night and through her channel on Ashes channel last night. So I thank them for that for promoting my channel this evening and last night. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, she probably catch up later. Icy, I think she's probably busy cooking or pulling someone.
Yeah. Another thing I could say about toxic people and trolls, they'll look to see if you have any open wounds, and if they notice an open wound, they'll start poking at it.
Oh yeah,
They just enjoy watching somebody else scream or in pain or
Yeah,
misery and stuff like
that's
that.
true. Yeah, very much so. So yeah, sort of. Yeah, I've been going for an hour. Wow. Thanks.
Oh, and if you walk away from those type of people, and some people they go, "Oh, I want revenge. I want to do this. I want to do that." The absolute best revenge you can get is improving your life without them. Let them see that they didn't affect you, and you still moved ahead and created a better life for yourself. That's the
Yes.
absolute best revenge you can get.
Yeah. Yes. Past my bedtime here. It's 9:06 here this PM.
9:06. It's 6:06 p.m. here in Thailand.
Uh,
Well, it's your live stream. Anytime you want to end it,
I'll end this soon. I'll give it I'll say another 15 minutes or so. If not 15, then I'll end.
So,
I know Blizzard last yesterday. That was funny.
so another half an hour, almost another half an hour to make it even 2 hours.
Yeah, make it even. Yeah, make it even. Hour, 2 hours.
Whatever you feel comfortable with.
Yeah,
On StreamYard, you can see actually how much time the live's been running.
yeah.
It says 1 hour and 33 minutes.
That's not bad for me. That's not bad for me. That's 6 in the morning, Henry. Oops. It's early for you, buddy. Go back to bed. Go back to bed.
So if it's 6 in the morning, that's probably from the U.S., United States.
That's early.
I'm originally from America. I've been living in Thailand for the past 12 years.
Wow. Was it big decision to move to Thailand? Or
Well, I started traveling in 1993 when I was 21, and I had already started my own landscaping business, had established and running. And in the winter months, when it's not much work available, I just let my supervisor, well, not my super, just my foreman, which was supervise other people. I let him just run things because I taught him how to do it, and I go on 3 to 4 months of vacation. And I did that. I did that all the way up till I was 29 years old when I had my first stroke. And things slowed down a bit until it healed up again, and then I started traveling again. I always knew that I wanted to live overseas, and one of the reasons that I chose Thailand at the time is it had good medical, good cheap medical compared to back home, and
yeah,
that's why I initially moved over. Everything else I consider a blessing, including my marriage.
Yeah, that's true.
Consider a blessing.
Yeah, some medical here is pretty much free, unless you go to a specialist. Then you gotta pay for it. Any specialists taking money?
With lupus and blood clot disorder, I've seen like 4 or 5 different specialists, sometimes twice a month. Very expensive. Here in Thailand, I see one doctor, and I think pretty much the same medicine, and it's a fraction of the cost.
Yeah. Yeah. 'Cause here it takes it's hard to get see my doctor. You gotta make sure he's available, or it takes say a week or 2 weeks to go see my doctor here. He's usually busy or something like that, you know. So yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure if y'all can hear my dog scratching underneath me. It's up under my desk at my
I can hear it.
bedroom.
I can hear. I can
She's,
hear that.
She's actually deaf.
Oh.
And if I try to get her try to get her stop scratching, sometimes she'll yell. She acts like I'm hurting her, but I'm not doing anything to harm her. or anything. HCRN says, well, it's breakfast time, so take care. If you want to see you later, take care.
Hey, Henry.
Enjoy your meal.
Going breakfast. Going breakfast, Henry.
Oh, his name's Henry. That'll make it easier. I try to remember.
I
that.
know. I know it's Henry. I can usually tell him when I see him, he comes in, like, oh, it's Henry. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, probably practice some, I think, because I'm getting sleepy.
Like I say, anytime you want to end it, it's up to you.
Yeah, I might end it. Yeah, I might start wrapping it up now, I think. You don't mind? But as I say, thanks for joining us tonight.
Well, thanks for having me on the panel.
No worries, mate. Anytime. If you have a live stream, I'll get up on your panel. If you want me
Yeah.
up, whenever
It's
you come,
just-
you do your live streams, of course. This is probably late for me.
Yeah. I'm not sure what time I'm going to do it.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
probably try to do it more too closer to American time, so
Oh,
you
okay.
know,
Fine.
or somewhere in between where it's try to find a time that's convenient for everybody because everybody has
Yeah.
a different time
Yeah,
zone.
some people, like people do their members only live streams to the late. Like actually, she does it really late in the evening and then in the morning. Oh God, that's why I can't get there. But thanks once again, Adam, for joining me in the shadow. Thanks for joining me.
And thanks to the
I
viewers
say-
for being in Ryan's live stream.
Thank you all.
I'm sure we appreciate it.
Anyways, mate, catch ya.
All right, take care.
See you, mate. Bye. See everybody. And may the force be with you. Until next time. Bye.